Seido just straight up ran upon Sasaki, dude. Oh my god. Shit is going in, dude. That's what I'm most hyped for. I don't even care about Shirazu and Saiko versus Nutcracker because let's be real. I'm scared for them. I'm scared for them right now. Unless Saiko is Saikyo, I'm scared for them. I don't even give a shit about Urie and Juzo going in. I'll talk about that in a second. What I want to go back and see is the birth of Centipede versus Seido. It's happening. It's happening. I already feel it. There's no way because Seido was pushing Sasaki into a corner. He hasn't fucked up. And the thing that's crazy is that Takizawak hasn't used his Kagune yet. At all. We haven't seen it. And with Washu, with young Washu, with this mental prowess, putting this man as a double S rate ghoul. Yo, shit is real out here. Shit is real. Tokyo Ghoul Chapter 25. Let's dive in. The thing about Seido that gets me, his sinister and fiendish look at this point, but his dialogue as well, has just been utterly insane. This chapter, he just goes in, he's like, oh, this is delicious. Just takes a quick bite out of Sasaki, and you see that Sasaki is struggling to hold the man back. This is the raw power that Seido has. I'm just like, because in me, like, I'm just, you know I love Kaneki. You guys know I love Kaneki above all else. And I would never say that Kaneki is going to lose a match. And I still don't think so. I still don't think he'd lose this match. But he's going to need to rely on Centipede. Or at the very least, the Kaneki Persona is going to have to come out. Because I don't think Sasaki can handle this. I really don't think Sasaki can handle this. And nor does Sasaki know what the fuck Seido's talking about. I think Kaneki's going to come to the surface at the very least to speak to him. Or we'll just see Centipede flat out come out to not save the whole body from getting wrecked. Because Seido's insane. He's like, Shirazu's calling out Sasaki. And you just see Seido like, wait, sa. Oh, so you're the one. Ah, Edo, that sardonic bastard setting things up like this. I'm like, dude, this man, Ishida. The writing is too clean. It's too real right now. He's like, this is going to be interesting. I wonder how the meat tastes. And he just goes in. And you have it to where Sasaki can't even rely on his quick anymore. He's just like straight up using the Kagune. And pierces through Seido. And Seido's just like, this doesn't feel like shit. I'm used to this. He's just laughing maniacally. Which, one, confirms the fact that he's been up in the torture room. You know, Tatara has probably been sending Naki day after day to fuck with the man because of his grudge with Hoji. And two, he's just so far gone because of what he's went with Algiri that his mentality is super warped. Like, it's not like he is berserker mode or anything like that. It's not like he can't think clearly. We see him doing it. He's just completely, utterly warped. I mean, after coming off of killing that person that he used to teach in the lecture room last week, Seido's that shit, dude. Seido's crazy. I'm not gonna lie though, it's badass. It's fucking badass. So we have this crazy setup for next week with Sasaki versus Seido. And the thing about it is too, what caught my eye was the couple of panels where Seido's like, oh, you're a good boss. You let your subordinates get away and sacrifice yourself. My boss was like that too. And I'm wondering if he's referring to Hoji. I'm assuming he's either referring to Hoji or he's referring to Amon, not necessarily his boss, but just, his Nakama who, would always stand firm and let him get away. Or, he could be referring to his senpai in Algiri now. I don't know what the fuck I'm guessing Hoji or Amon. But he's like, let's talk about some secrets. Just you and me. Let's just talk about. I'm like, yo, I want dialogue between Seido and the Kaneki Persona. Not Centipede, but just straight up Kaneki. If Kaneki comes back now, and I feel like that's what's being built up right now. A lot of people are speculating that Kaneki's not going to come back for a little while. I think Kaneki could very well come back right in the next couple of chapters, just straight up. Do I think Sasaki's going to be gone forever? No. I don't think that Ishida's going to cast away the Sasaki persona, at least not right now. So if Kaneki comes to the surface, it'll only be temporary. If Centipede comes to the surface, it's only going to be temporary, of course. So we'll see how it goes. If Kaneki does come to the surface and maintain his position and he's still there, it's going to change the whole structure of Ri right now. It's going to change the whole dynamic. And it could work with the death flags that I see cropping up left and right with this arc. But I'm not trying to have that. I think Sasaki is a good persona to link this thing together right now. I do want my boy Kaneki to come back. I'm not going to say that I don't. But even if he does and he's back for a while, I think Sasaki's still going to be like, just how Kaneki is resting within him now, I think Sasaki's going to be resting. I don't think the persona is going to be destroyed. Because Kaneki's just one of those types. He has like multiple personas. He has like 4 of them at the very least. Sasaki is just a reconciliation of black hair and white hair, straight up. So with some amnesia thrown in. So he has like 4 personas inside of him just lurking around. Dude's insane. I love him. I love him though. So let's move on from this. Let's move on from the insanity that is Seido choking up Kaneki in that last panel. Dude, we got 2 other fights being set up, and before I dive into those, let's just quickly talk about Rabbit Ayato coming in to save Naki. So basically, Ayato drops down, scoops up Naki, and Hinami's like, "Yo, we gotta get to Madame." So I'm guessing they're gonna go over to where Madame is at, and that's what I'm guessing their plan is. I don't think it's gonna take Ayato long to clean up that area. I don't think Akira is going to really engage him that much, nor do I think that Ayato is going to stick around to engage her. I think they're just going to scoop up Naki and bounce. That's what it looked like to me anyway. I could be wrong. They could be going in. There could be an Ayato versus Akira fight. That worries me. That worries me for Akira in all honesty. But to see her progression in the last couple of chapters, to see how she went against Naki, she goes in, dude. I fucks with the girl Akira. I always have, and I'm not too worried. But I think they're gonna dip out of there. So that's that. Now, we know that we have to spend some time talking about the fucking prick Urie. And before I get into that, I wanna reference something from my review last week. If you guys remember the panel where Mutsuki was kind of bleeding, and you see a droplet of blood, and she's like, "Not now." I was assuming that her wound was still apparent or something like that. I just grazed over. I was like, all right, whatever. But some people pointed out to me, and I definitely wholeheartedly agree with you guys, that Mutsuki is on her period. That's straight up what it is, and that's what she's referring to with the statement, "Oh, not now. Why is this happening now?" And all that does is Ishida quickly, craftily, just that's why I love him, dude. Just always putting exposition everywhere and anywhere, dude, with these beautiful scenes, and just to get the confirmation that Mutsuki, biologically speaking, is still a female, which is why I've always called her she. To me, the only female. I saw that when Torso was stripping her down in the back of the cab. I was like, that's female. I'm sorry. I don't care. If she wants to identify as a man, that's her business, because she's afraid of a lot of things that are taking place in her life and built her up to be afraid of men and the peering eyes of men on women. So if she wants to be a man in her persona, that's different. But I thought that she had gotten some transgender surgery. She hasn't. So definitely it's okay for me to continue calling her she. But anyway, let's dive into it. Mutsuki still has the death flags all over her, dude, because of prick Urie. The man he's just too far gone. I can't deal with him. I just want to grab him up, just a couple of slaps, like one backhand, one forward hand, just a couple of slaps to his face, because Juzo shows up. My boy Juzo shows up, still wearing the fucking stockings and the dress and everything. It's just hilarious that he's still in the goth lolly outfit, even though he dropped the wig, but he shows up. And he's like, all right, we can call reinforcements right now. And Urie is like, Urie just with this sly little deceptive, manipulation. He's like, no, we can't do that. They'll escape. We got to do this right now. They're getting ready to get out of here. Let's go. He's like, Urie's just thinking that, I don't want to split the credit with Juzo. If I can just do it, like, at the very least, if I just split with Juzo, it's all right. Let's go right now. I'm like, are you fucking... If you get Mutsuki killed... I know Juzo's gonna hold his own. But if you even plan... If Juzo catches you slipping, I just hope you do something fucked up, Urie. I really do. Because I want Juzo to put the hands on you. Because I know you can't touch my boy Juzo. I know this for a fact. So we have them going in against the people in the administrative building with Madame. From my understanding of the whole layout of everything, where Madame is and where they are, that's where Nutcracker is moving to. And that's where, Ayato and Hinami and them will be moving to as well. So I'm interested to see how the whole dynamic works out, how these battles are split, because we also have Shirazu and Saiko going after Nutcracker with, that rank 1 that they picked up. And I don't see, like, as beast as Shirazu is, he goes in, right? But he's not at that level to deal with the Chimera Cognate that we've seen Nutcracker go in with. She's crazy. She's fucking crazy. She's dual-wielding the shits. I don't see... And Saiko, unless, like I said, because I love Saiko. Saiko is straight up one of my best girls right now in Tokyo Ghoul universe. And if Saiko is actually just, lazy as fuck, and she can actually go in like a monster, which multiple people have commented on her battle level. Like, Sasaki's commented on it, last chapter and this chapter. She's not that great. I will always believe deep down she was Psycho, but I don't think so. So I wonder how they're going to get out of this Nutcracker scenario. The only way I see things going well is if everybody converges in one area. But definitely what has me most hyped is Sasaki versus Seido. Just hands down, the panels with their interaction this chapter, it was fucking insane. I was so hyped. I was fanboying when I read it last night. I wait till now to do the review. If I had done it right after I read it, I'd probably be much more hyped in this video. But that's pretty much everything. I'm predicting the return of Centipede at the very least to go up against Seido, because dude hasn't even shown his Kagane. What happens once Seido shows his Kagane? You see what I'm saying? The power level just shoots up. So I'm predicting the return of Centipede at the very least to go up against Seido. If not, Centipede's rating is double S as well. So to see it that way as them being equal, I still have my money on Kaneki. As long as the Kaneki persona comes back at the very least, it doesn't even have to be Centipede. I think dude will go win. I think dude is gonna be like, oh, what are you, my fucking little Kohai over here? Who do you think you are? Dude, Kaneki will fuck with me and give him the 103 bones treatment, dude. I can see that happening. But Seido's a monster, so I don't think it's going to be something that easy. I think we're going to have one of the craziest battles between the two if that happens in Tokyo Ghoul history. I think it'll be very evenly matched, and it's going to go in. So let me know your thoughts right now. I'm hyped. I cannot wait for next chapter. And that's pretty much it. I'm out. Peace.